Hello there, YouTube friends. Cheddar here, back with another video. So as you can tell by the title, this is a video review of the first Eminem album, the Slim Shady LP. Just to clarify for you my current project, I'm currently going through all of the Eminem albums to see which one's my favorite, which songs are my favorite, and once I'm done going through them, I will do an Eminem tier list, a ranking, just to officially map out what my favorites are and what my least favorites are. And this way I can join the Eminem discussion and say which songs are the best and worst, at least in my opinion. So at this time, I've already reviewed the most recent Eminem album called The Death of Slim Shady. This is a review of his first album from 1999 called the Slim Shady LP. So the album starts out with a skit that's okay, it is what it is, and it goes into the iconic song My Name Is. I'm actually not a very big fan of the song. I respect it because of its identifiability. It is iconic, it's so recognizable, but I don't really have a lot of fun with it. I never want to listen to the song. I don't hate it if it comes on, it's just okay to me. The song after My Name Is called Guilty Conscience, featuring Dr. Dre. And this one's cool because it has this noir rap feel to it. It almost sounds like it could be played during a crime scene or a crime episode of some kind. It's cool. It just has a noir rap feel to it. So I liked this one quite a bit. Whenever I'm going through an album, I do like to add the entire album to my library and then remove the tracks that I don't like. This way I keep all the ones I like and don't include the ones that don't really do it for me. After Brain Damage is another skit called Paul. It's a little funny, but I didn't keep it on the album or on my playlist. The song number 6 is track number 6. It's called If I Hadda, and it's more of an emo rap song is how I would describe it as, which I don't know the history of emo rap. I don't know when the earliest emo rap songs came out, but I would describe this song as an emo rap song, and it's cool to hear one from this time. It's mostly Eminem just describing if he had $1 million, if he had success, if he had success. So it's really an emo rap song, and it was cool. I didn't keep it on my playlist also. It just didn't wow me, I guess. It just felt okay. It's still a good song, it's fine. The song after that is called 97 Bonnie and Clyde, which is a bit of a dark humor song. It's kind of funny at times, but this song wasn't doing it for me either. It wasn't the dark humor because the subject matter of the song is pretty dark. It's Eminem joking about him killing his wife, which I know he's sort of known for, at least in the earlier stuff I've heard of, but it's more of the song itself. I just don't really care to hear it. Eminem's doing good. His rapping is impressive, but it's more of the end result for me that some of these songs just don't pack the song punch that makes me really want to hear the song, if you know what I mean. So only a couple tracks have done that up to this point. After the 97 Bonnie and Clyde is another skit. This skit is called Bitch. This skit comes in at the right time and it's pretty funny. It's just it's short. It's about a woman making a phone call describing how she finds Eminem's lyrics disgusting. So even though this one is just a skit, I kept this one on my playlist just because it's pretty funny. After the skit is called Role Model. This one wasn't doing it for me. I just passed on this track. I didn't really like it that much. After Role Model is another skit called Lounge. So again, quite a bit of skits here. Lounge I didn't really care for either. I just removed this one. After Lounge is a funky dark rap song called My Fault. This one's okay too. A lot of these songs I don't mind hearing, but I just don't really care for. It's the best I can say. They're just okay to me. They're not bad background noise, but I don't love them. After My Fault is it was another skit called Ken Cardiff or Ken Carniff. This one I just deleted too. It's just another skit. But then after Ken Carniff or Cardiff is a track called Come On Everybody. For me, this is when the album starts to pick up because it started off okay and it was getting kind of worse. It wasn't doing it for me. But now with the song Come On Everybody, this one's kind of fun. And the album starts to pick up for me from this point. I like the song Come On Everybody. And then after Come On Everybody, we get to a song that feels like what the album has been trying to build up to, called Rock Bottom. This I would also describe as an emo rap song, and this one is dark, moody. The rapping works so well with the beat here too. It all comes together perfectly for, at least for what I like hearing in music. It comes together perfectly in this song. So this one of my favorite tracks on the album is Rock Bottom. And then after Rock Bottom, we get to a cool song called Just Don't Give a Fuck, which this song is, as you can tell by the title, just Eminem saying basically he just doesn't care. He doesn't give a fuck. He's going to say and do what he's going to do, and you're going to have to deal with it. And I am a fan of artists taking an unapologetic stance and just unleashing themselves to the world and just going as hard as they can and saying, bring it on, and, accept me. I feel like art should lead with that way. I'm kind of a fan of that. Of course, there is the art that's quiet and in the background and then is discovered later, but I also like when artists are unapologetic and are just bringing themselves full force into what they're doing. After Just Don't Give a Fuck is it's another skit first, and then you get to the track As the World Turns, which this one might be my favorite. It's either this one, Just Don't Give a Fuck, or Rock Bottom. Those three are my favorites on the album. At this time, the album's just picking up. I love these tracks. I don't know if I love them, but they're really working for me. Okay, so this is the high point of the album for me. I've been waiting to get to this point. So, As the World Turns, awesome track. It gets a little dark at times, but it's super cool. Everything just works. Eminem is rapping with the song. Everything works perfect. The next song was called I'm Shady. This song wasn't doing it for me either. I just passed on this song. After that is called Bad Meets Evil. This song was cool. This song was really cool. It's not my favorite song on the album or anywhere near there, but it is cool. And then we're coming to the end of the album here, and we get a track called Still Don't Give a Fuck, which is more or less a continuation of Just Don't Give a Fuck. It's more or less the same song, just a continuation. It works. It's cool. I like it. I like when artists do a part one and part two of their songs, or continuing parts. And then after this song is Hazardous Youth, which is an a cappella rapping song. It's just Eminem rapping. And here, this one is cool too. And I kept this one on my playlist because it's tracks like this where it's just Eminem rapping that he really shows. I feel like Eminem's a good contender for showing that rap is poetry too, with the way that he flows through words and descriptions. Not just words. He's not just rhyming random stuff. He's actually, sometimes he is, but sometimes he's actually going into great detail, and he's adding so many descriptions so quickly too, and that's the impressive part. And in Hazardous Youth, he's really describing himself as a hazardous youth and just kind of picking himself apart. After Hazardous Youth was a song called Get You Mad. This was just a skip for me. I did not like the song. This is probably my least favorite song on the album. And then after that track is another track called Greg. This is another a cappella track. It's just Eminem rapping. It's funny, but I do like Hazardous Youth better. I think it's a better just a cappella rap track. So but Greg I did keep on my playlist as well. So at this time, I'll talk about two of the bonus tracks too. There were some bonus tracks, but most of them were just alternate editions of tracks that we already heard. So the two bonus tracks I'll talk about were, it was one from Wild Wild West called, I'm just gonna check my note, Bad Guys Always Die. And then this one I didn't care for. I wanted to like this song. It has a cool Wild West feel to it, but the song wasn't doing it for me. I removed it, so screw that song. The song after that, though, was that I kept is just a instrumental of Just Don't Give a Fuck, which I love the instrumental for the song. I kept it. It's awesome, and that's that. Those are the tracks that I've kept. So just to tell you the order of the tracks that I've kept, let me read this through here. Guilty Conscience, Brain Damage, Bitch, Come On Everybody, Rock Bottom, Just Don't Give a Fuck, As the World Turns, Bad Meets Evil, Still Don't Give a Fuck, Hazardous Youth, Greg, and then Just Don't Give a Fuck instrumental. Those are the tracks that I kept from the album. It's about half the album, so it's about 37 minutes or 35 minutes that of music that I've collected from this. So, overall it's pretty good. It's okay. There were more tracks on the album that overall I passed through. There's 24 tracks or 23 tracks, and I kept 13, 12 songs. So half the album I liked. And what I do like, just to measure it, it's good. I don't love it. I don't love this album. It's okay. I like it more than I dislike it. So I'm comfortable giving it a 6 out of 10. I know the Eminem fans are probably going to rate it much higher than that, but for me, it's about a 6. I enjoyed it a little bit. I didn't love it, but I did enjoy it. So 6 out of 10. It may go up over time. It depends on how much those songs that I did like grow on me. So that happens to me quite a bit, where songs grow on me and then I score more. If the album does change a rating, I predicted that's how it would go, but for now I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. So yeah, 6 out of 10. So that concludes this video. The next album is Eminem's second album called the Marshall Mathers LP. I'm excited and looking forward to that video. Thank you again for joining me. If you want to let me know what you think of this album, I love reading that stuff, so go ahead and let me know in the comments below. I appreciate your time. Thank you for being you. Have a great day. Goodbye.